4 teams that are going to be the best teams at the end of the year. I certainly think you've got to have an awful lot of respect for what Kansas City has done, although we sit here and they just lost last night. Indianapolis seems to be finding a way to win this year. Tennessee seems to be coming on very strong. And if you can't tell by the accent, and I saw where the Patriots just won last night, you have to have an awful lot of respect for Bill Belichick and what the Patriots are doing too. So there's 4 off the top of my head, and if I missed somebody, I might be a little remiss there, but those are the 4 that come to mind right away. I would be very, very excited to see Kansas City and the Patriots playing at the end of the year. I don't know if they're in the same division, to be honest with you right now, but I've got an awful lot of personal affection for Morton Anderson and the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a good friend, so I'd like to see him be able to win a Super Bowl, and also because I'm in New England, I have to favor the Patriots a little bit. Michael is a very quiet, intense young man. You know, I had an opportunity to sit next to him on a plane ride when we were both in Barcelona, and he's just a great guy that comes from a small community that is very humble. He's hardworking, and he deserves all the success he's having. Yeah, we've been very fortunate over the years when we've had great players from virtually every team in the NFL, and I'm sure that trend will continue. I don't associate myself with any specific team. I just work like heck with the players that we are given and the ones we have an opportunity to draft to make those guys to become the Cologne team. And that's what we need to be for that 4-month period. We need to be the Cologne team so we win and make it an exciting time for the people here. I think it's extremely important that everybody become exceptionally positive. They care about each other, and they certainly have to care about the game and the community of Cologne. So those will be the challenges, but if we hire the right people, they'll be very easily challenges to meet. From right now, as I sit here, all the coaches that were with us in Berlin are coming to Cologne, with the exception of our national coach, Schwan Fatah. And that is a very, very difficult blow to swallow, because Schwan was one of the best, or is one of the best national coaches in this league, and I'm going to miss him tremendously. Looking back at it, I think very, very positively of the players we were associated with, the experiences we had as coaches, and certainly the success we had in those 2 particular years was absolutely tremendous. There was a base of fans that I will miss tremendously. They had an awful lot of loyalty, an awful lot of enthusiasm, and whenever you leave something, you're always sad to leave. And it was a very, very difficult decision to leave Berlin. I leave it with some fond memories, but yet at the same point in time very sad. But as soon as you get here, you put a smile on your face and you look forward to these challenges. It seems like it's such a close-knit community. I love the enthusiasm of the people. Every place we've turned around, people are reaching out to us to make our transition here a very easy one, and that's a very warm feeling. You know, I've never spent a whole lot of time in Green Bay, Wisconsin, but from what I understand about the fans in Green Bay, the community, how the community has an awful lot of pride in the Green Bay Packers, I would think that Cologne would be very similar to that. It seems to be a very active city, it seems to be a very enthusiastic city, and I have a feeling our players will be very warmly welcomed. I am much more of an individual that expects our players to be professional. I'll treat them as grown men, I'll treat them with respect, but at the same point in time, I expect them to act like that. I'm not going to tell them that they can't have some fun. I'd expect them to have fun. If they weren't going to do that, they probably wouldn't be very good players. At the same point in time, we are here to win. That's the most important thing for us to do, and I want them to put all their energy into preparing themselves to win on Saturday night. And myself, personally, I don't want to beat them up physically. I want to get them ready mentally so they play with an awful lot of enthusiasm, and we provide a very entertaining and winning football game for our fans. Exciting, wide open. I really believe that to score, you have to throw the football. To win, you have to run it, and you have to play great defense. So I would hope that we are a very fundamental team, an enthusiastic team, a physical football team, and a team that in the long run knows it can win. I would prefer to be more physical. I would prefer that we were a physical team. But at the same point in time, I know that some of the constrictions of this league require you to throw the ball a little bit more than maybe I would be accustomed to. But if you're not physical, you don't win. You better be physical, even if you're a finesse-oriented football team. That's a difficult question for me to answer, but one of the things that become very important with any business is you have to have customers. And in our line of work, customers are our fans, and there just weren't enough customers in Barcelona.